lot of people don't know that cider is, when you're talking about alcoholic beverages in the United States, in America, cider is the original beverage. It was the drink of our founding fathers, and one of the first crops that settlers planted when they came to these shores were apple trees in the New England area. And a lot of that fruit was not for fresh eating, but for fermentation. It was a way to preserve the harvest and store it as something that was stable, they could keep in their cellars all winter and enjoy some of the flavor of the harvest all year round.
People are real interested in where their food source is coming from, and the spirits throughout New York State have gained popularity, and cider's been something I think that's been a little slow to catch on, but now it's just exploding. And of course here at Treasury Cidery at Fishkill Farms, it's a prime example of how the farmer has expanded their product and repurposed it, and how they bring more visitors into the area, which has been very good for us.
We started our formal paperwork about 2 years ago, and on March 30th was the first time that we packaged the product. We canned with a company called Ironheart. They're a mobile canning unit, and they came to the production facility, and they got there at 7 in the morning. By 8:30 we were canning, and by around 3:30 we had 11,000 cans of cider. So when we canned, that was a big game changer. There was not a canned cider around here, so it was cool because when we finally got the product to the consumers, like, everyone started drinking.
The industry is exploding. There are 10 breweries, there are 4 wineries, 4 distilleries, and now we have 2 cideries. All these great craft beverages are really popular. And so it's our pleasure to share and let people know about them through our advertising, our social media, and our website, and our brochures, and everything else that we can do to bring people here and help them have great local experiences.
I started to see more and more ciders around. And so I started to explore them because I had sort of a curiosity. And as I started to explore the space, I discovered there were lots of different flavor profiles. From there, I started to research and ask questions, and then I started to go to some of the cideries to find out, well, why do they taste different? And that then led me into just a love of cider. I ended up in the liquor industry. I worked as a wine rep for years in the Hudson Valley, so I had a background in wine. And then I started to apply that into the cider industry. And when I opened my store, I decided it would be really neat to have a space where other people that had a curiosity could come to and explore a tremendous amount of ciders and be able to find things that they liked.
If people drank as much New York beer in New York as Vermonters drink Vermont beer or Coloradans drink of Colorado beer, we would have about 700 breweries, and we only have 420. So there's some room there. But it is becoming overwhelming for consumers, right? You go into a store and there's so many choices. So I think you're going to see some shakeout of people refocusing what they're doing, but I don't think you're going to see any effect. In fact, I think the small local places will continue to grow, whether it's local cideries, distilleries, breweries, wineries. People love that connection to their local stuff.
In our case, we're really lucky because we're in a great area in the Hudson Valley, a beautiful part of the state and region, and we have a lot of visitors who come right to the farm to pick their own apples, come to pick their own pumpkins, and we do hay rides, and we have live music. We have some, our hens and some sheep that people love to visit, and so there's a real aspect to opening the farm to our customers, giving them a great experience picking their own produce and giving them a clean and fun and kind of relaxing day in the country.